Well, good morning. Today is going to be a day where I'm going to work on this car a little bit later. Waiting on some parts, piston rings, and a couple other little things. I have my toolbox sitting over there. You can see it's not here right now, the cart at least. And the reason being is I'm going to work outside today. You're going to go with me. And my customer with a black vet, but he's got a white and black theme in the engine bay, is going to be here, and his oil pressure sensor went out on the car. I recently put the car together, and the oil pressure sensor was working great while I was doing my testing, driving it around, putzing, trying to make sure everything was in proper working order, there were no oil leaks, anything like that. The moment he comes back to get the car, of course he fires it up, and sure enough, the sensor fails. It just reads way high. It's kind of bizarre because it would actually not just read high, but if you turn the key on without starting the car, in a Corvette it's pushing the button, but anyway, turn it on without starting the car and look at the reading it says, it would say like 130 psi, okay? And then as soon as you fired it up, it would go up because it would actually still read that there's oil pressure there. So every time he restarted it, it would drop down a little at a time. And so I just said, keep driving it, order the part, get it here, and as long as you pay attention to that pressure difference, so he was just taking what it was without it running to what it was with it running and subtracting and figuring out the difference. As long as that difference doesn't change, there's nothing wrong with the motor and it's doing good. The sensor completely failed on Monday, Tuesday, something like that, just this week. So a few days ago, and he let me know, hey, the sensor failed, what do you want to do? And I just said, just stop driving it just to be safe, because it's a new motor, it's a fresh build, let's just be safe. You never know if a hose will pop off or something. And we'll come in Friday when the part gets here and get the work done. It's Friday today, so we're gonna go out there and do the work. You'll probably see him in the video, because most likely he's gonna actually help out. It's his car, he's here, he's waiting, he might as well, he's bored out of his mind, he likes learning. And I am not opposed to teaching people, that's why you're here. So hopefully today becomes a good day. I just cleaned the shop floor, so at least I got that going for me. And he's going to bring me some liquid energy in a can, and we'll get started on his project. Alright, the customer's pulling up now, so I'm going to head out there and I'll get you set up on my toolbox. So there's the car. So we'll get set up, you'll be good to go. Like I said, I set you up on my toolbox. I set you up on this thing, leaning forward, and when I did so, I hit record, walked away, never looked back, did the entire process of replacing the sensor. You can see I'm with the toolbox again. So the job is done. Missed every bit of video that I captured. There was a couple of funny little moments, between the customer and I, but we missed all of it, unfortunately. It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is going to happen from time to time, and I need to get, if this takes off, I need to invest in some good cameras, or should I say when this takes off. At least I hope so. I need to invest in some good cameras and better stuff to actually take footage of this, but first it needs to take off for me to do so. So if you can, make sure you spread the word about these videos. Hopefully they'll go better than this one did. But here's the old sensor. It definitely is bad. Put the new one in, it works great, everything's perfect. And I did catch video of firing it up, because when I had shut it down, or when the camera shut down, the phone was overheating, so I brought it in the garage and plugged it in and just let it sit on the charger for a few minutes and cool down while it was charging, which kind of contradicts cooling down, but it still cooled down because I got AC in here. And when we did fire up the car, I brought the camera out, fire it up, and that's going to be the next little clip here. So everything's gone smooth, it's just the camera scenario, which is unfortunate. The phone overheated, so it shut off the video. I don't know when. I'll find out when I go to edit. But we're gonna start it up here quick and see how it sounds. All right. Sounds pretty good to me. We'll give you a walk around of the car quick. Hey Jesse, you got the oil pressure up? Looks like the oil pressure is solid. Want to give them a little snap? Looking good. I wanted to take the opportunity quick to show you a little something. At the moment, I have over 3,000 horsepower sitting within this little piece of property between that vet, this vet, and the other Corvette that I have in my garage. And every single one of these vets just happens to be black. Imagine that. And that's the one that I've been working on in the last few videos. The day has gone quite smooth so far today, and I just wish I would have caught that footage once again, is what it is. This customer is going to be here soon. I'll save that for another video. He's bringing the rest of the parts, or hopefully bringing the rest of the parts. He's waiting on one more thing. I hope it shows up. That would be a bummer if it doesn't. Then I have to wait till next week to get started on that. But it's alright. There's nothing I can do about it. So be it. Yep. It's a great day. Hot day outside. But I'm in the AC now and I feel much better. And my sickness is starting to finally fade away. So hopefully these videos will get a little more crisp, clean, and less drowsy, in my opinion. I've been pretty down. My voice sounds terrible, a little bit of everything, but that's not your problem. You shouldn't have to worry about that. Don't care. It's not going to affect or prevent me from doing these videos. It's only going to make them better. So like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you really enjoy seeing, what maybe I could use less of. Seriously, give me your opinions. I've taken several opinions from some friends that have watched it and adjusted already. I've done more staring at the camera. That was one of the good suggestions, very good suggestion. The time-lapsing thing, that was kind of my own thought. I wanted to do more of that, and they agreed that was very good and it worked very well. The customer that I just did the sensor on, he was the one who mentioned better camera angles, and that's why all the camera angles started rolling around, which I wanted to do in the beginning anyway. I just needed a little extra push to force myself to find ways to do it without the proper mounting hardware or camera gear, whatever you want to call it. I've been finding ways to make it work, make it happen. But because of that customer suggesting that and the job I just did for him, he was more than willing to offer to buy one for me. We found one on Amazon it's a nice stand, and I'll show you when I get it. But it holds the camera up, it's adjustable, I can use it for moving all over the room. It takes up a very small footprint on the floor. So that'll be extremely handy in my future videos. And I would say it's going to be perfect for what I'm doing here, at least to get a good start until I can start affording some cameras. So there's that. Everybody have a great day.